My name is Sheelios, and this is a hostile takeover.
Welcome back to Acrisio's channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a photograph that I took some time ago. Look at this photo. Isn't it neat? Now, the one thing that does stand out, it could be in black and white. Like, I think there's just a little too much color in this picture. Like the red shirt obviously could be black. The two blue shirts I do like, but I think I would like them a little bit more if they were different shades of black. And then everything else gray in the background. But overall, not bad. Some things that do stand out, I do like how much the picture in the background pops. Like, it does look 3D, almost like the subjects of the picture are like coming at you. So this was actually taken on a trip to New York, where I happened to stumble upon this beautiful painting, and I thought, how can we ruin this? And in the process of trying to ruin it, we did make it better. So we decided to capture that on film, as you do, because everything should be on film in black and white. If I were to take this picture again, I would maybe change the one actor. I would take out the guy on the left, because he sucks. I would keep the other two. They're hot. They're hot as fuck. But the one guy on the left, I don't think anyone's gonna marry that guy. I think one thing I didn't also notice when I first took this photo is how much Sheel is having a good time. If you zoom in really close, I think you can even see his erection. Clearly he loves museums. But you do have to zoom in very, very closely. But it's there. He has a small dick.
Hey, my name's Anthony, and today we're looking at a photo. We're looking at lots of photos. Everyone's looking at photos. I picked a few photos. Let's take a look at this first one. So this first one I think is really trying to capture the essence of the 2010s, specifically the early 2010s. I'm even the late 2008, 2009, 2010. And so what I really like about this photo is that the two subjects in it are really trying hard to fit in. We look at the one person, he's wearing, I can't even really make it out, something New York City. I want to guess it's like an I was going to say Abercrombie, but all I say is ER. So maybe it's like the hospital, you know? Maybe that's a hospital shirt that they're wearing. And you know what I really like about this photo is that it's captured that essence of that stank. You know, you can really see it in their face how stanky that other person is. Person on the right also has kind of a big nose. I think that person has grown into that nose a little bit more over the years. Maybe if they grow a beard, maybe gray the beard a bit, it might take away from the nose, and I think that would overall help this image. The only other thing I can think of that could really help this image would be if it was black and white. I think that's I think making a photo black and white is a good way to fool people who aren't into photography to think that the person taking the photo is good, when in reality they just took away the color. And they're like, oh wow, that's different. My eyes can't see in black and white. Wow, it must be a good photo. If my eyes can't see in black and white, but cameras can, cameras must be better. And really, it's just a ruse. Anyone who tells you, oh, they like to take photos in black and white, it's no. I have one other photo. Since this is Sheel's channel, I dug up an old photo of Sheel and his dad. It's not the actual photo, but it's a photo of a photo. So the photo is really, it's not of like the actual photo of Sheel and his dad. It's actually a photo of the Sheel and his dad. With such a nice family moment here, you know. Anyways, I think the only thing that can make this photo better is if it was in black and white. I think that would just really make it look, well, I've already said why. Black and white's better.
Hey, my name's Michael. I love golf and I love getting absolutely wrecked on mountains. Erect. So this is going to be like a rapid fire one. We're just going to go through a couple of like really good photos. that I think are good to look at. So we'll start with a pretty clean one that I'm quite proud of. So this is a great photo of a golf course. And I think the composition is really pretty. You see a bit of the fairway, and then you see the tee box. You see a bit of the lake in the back. It's kind of center. I think the sky's a little bit blown out, but I think overall really nice composition there on the golf course. Would have been better if it was black and white. I think. Yeah, and then there's just this guy in the middle there. Yeah, I don't think he really knows how to play golf. He seems to be looking the wrong way. Normally if you tee off from the tee box, the ball goes in the direction there on the right side of the frame. That would be towards the fairway. But it seems like this gentleman just maybe shot it the wrong way. Maybe he's not even trying to play. Yeah, so I got to try one of those new AI things and see if I can pencil that out, because the composition of the golf course is just mint. Okay, and then we're gonna rapid fire through a couple. This one's interesting. This one's pretty cool. And this one's really cute. I think bonus points for it already being a Polaroid. I think Polaroids are kind of the thing now. All the young kids are into it. 6, 7, and all that stuff. So yeah, and there's Sheel, kind of blocking a bit of like the cake, which is unfortunate because I think the cake was really nice. This was for our 30th birthday between me, Sheel, and Calvin. I think the white sweater kind of blocking the left side of the frame is fine. I think that's seems like it kind of adds a little bit more to the image, but yeah, just a little bit unfortunate that he leaned so much into the picture. I was kind of just trying to get a picture of our cake, and then he just decided to jump in there. I don't know why he thought to do that. And then I think finally my absolutely favorite picture, and specifically because it's in black and white, would be this one here. Yeah, just really good shot of Sheel as a kid, doing a weird face. Look at him, just so happy and thriving. He's got his little hands on there. That's not how that's a little drum. He's got a little drum. The microphone kind of leaning in a little bit. It's kind of phallic looking. Like he's like, I'm getting close to the phallic mic. Maybe I'll put it in my mouth or something. I don't know. I'm really bad at this. I love you. Bye.
Hey, I'm Josh. We're gonna talk about this very special photo when we were in Japan, as the Europeans call it. First off, I really wish this photo was in black and white, but it's not. It's in color. Yeah, we kind of look silly, if I'm being honest. Like, oh god, I wish it was in black and white because it would just make the photo so much better. But it's not. It's in color, and it's like, what the fuck? That's me on the left. Not quite sure who that is in the center of the photo. And then that's Oprah Winfrey on the right. No, that's Paulo. That's not Oprah. I don't know why my hand is in my pocket. It's like I don't have drugs or anything in there.
I didn't get drugs in Japan.
They're like, what the fuck is in there? Like, I still just really wish it wasn't black and white. I can probably do it with my phone because like there's a way to change it on your phone to make it so that the photo that you took in color is actually in black and white. I just don't know how to do that right now. Here, let me try. Here. Okay, duplicate and edit. There we go. Okay, yeah, no. I changed it to so now it's in black and white.
A lot of brown, but it's funny. Much like Sheel.
All right, first photo on the docket is this one right here. Now, loving everything that we have going on in this photo. I love how compressed it feels, the background. I guess if I had a few notes about this, number one would be that it would be in black and white. Because as we know, as followers of this channel, black and white is just superior in every way to anything color. I am seeing a little bit of a smudge. Let me see if I can enhance that smudge. Yeah, there's a smudge in the dead center of the frame here that looks super familiar, but I can't place it. Next on the docket, I've got this photo here. Really enjoying what's happening in this. I like the shadow that's kind of coming along the side of the mountain being cast by this other side. I'm loving this ice lagoon, like pond, lake. I'm not sure what it is or what the photographer was trying to capture here, but I do like the two subjects in the foreground. Very clearly cold, uncomfortable, and dangerously in the middle of this below freezing lake on a less than stable inflatable craft. So that shows kind of bravery. That bravery comes across in the photo. I'm liking, obviously, the color could take or leave, would prefer it if this photo was in black and white. I think there is some behind the scenes of the making of that photo, too. I believe, let me pull it up here. Here. Yes, this appears to be the two subjects in question. They seem to have paddled out on that inflatable craft to touch an iceberg in the middle of the lake, much to the chagrin of their friends and the other tourists in the area. So that's a nice little behind the scenes of that image. So as some of you who know Sheel personally know, and this is for a very few number of you, given that he has, thousands of subscribers, Sheel's getting married. And he's getting married today, literally the day that we are posting this video. This wouldn't be a Sheelios video if I didn't ask for you to like, subscribe, and please, for this video specifically, comment and wish our mutual friend and person we follow, Sheelios, a happy and momentous wedding day.
You just watched a and now it's time for the
Hey, my name is Risha, and welcome back to the segment where I tell you something cool, something fun that I've recently heard, watched, or done. I'm going to be telling you something that was done 4 years ago. The story here is one of the first times Sheel introduced me to his friends. He said, why don't we do some fun little adventure together? And I went, okay, sure. And so what we decided to do is we decided to go over to Port Credit, headed over to the Port Credit Lighthouse, and we wanted to see how many frisbee throws it would take us going from the Port Credit Lighthouse all the way to the CN Tower. All right, so photo number 1, you can see the frisbee with the lighthouse, okay? Originally, we thought it was going to be 22 kilometers, so we'd set out to walk for 22 kilometers and test how many frisbee throws it would be. It ended up being a little bit more than that. Now I'm going to swipe over to the next photo. So this is when we were 18.3 kilometers in. So we were walking on, I think it was the Humber Bay Arc Bridge, 1,160 throws. Okay, we thought we were almost done, but we really weren't. We kept going, and then I have this video of Sheel. We are now 21 kilometers in and 1,400 throws in. Quick review of one of the photos. Personally, I wish this photo was in black and white. Sadly, it's not. It's a little blurry. I think, I have a good, we have some good sunlight, giving some brightness to the photo. We have some contrast with Sheel in really dark colors, but then the surrounding area is very light. And then the frisbee pops, it's catching a bit of that sunlight, and so it's looking really nice and blue. It's definitely the focal point of the photo. But unfortunately, I'm going to give this photo maybe a 3 out of 10 because it was a screenshot from a video. Okay, we were almost there. Kept walking, kept throwing. People were really confused as to what we were doing. And in the end, we made it to the CN Tower. And we had walked 26.6 kilometers. We threw 1,700 throws, and it took us 6.5 hours. Now, I believe it was me, Sheel, Chris, Eric, and Hartley. And that is what we spent the day doing. And yeah, that is the segment. Thank you for watching. And Sheel, very excited to marry you today. So signing off, Rishios out.